This video was brought to you by NCIX. Great technology, selection, and service.
Hey guys, Eber here with Hardware Canucks, and today we're taking a look at a product from Thermaltake, especially from their TTE Sports Gaming division. This is the Level 10M hybrid wireless mouse priced at $110. Now Thermaltake has gone with a wireless revision of the very popular Level 10M, and they've made some changes like the added finger support on the right, the browser buttons on the left are now the same size, plus the aluminum frame is now a slightly darker shade. The build quality is extremely solid combined with the soft rubber surface to give the 10M hybrid that familiar and sturdy feel. There's also the added support for your ring and pinky fingers for a much improved ergonomics, as its boxy form on the original was one of the main disadvantages. The 10M hybrid is large and heavy, and it's disappointing to see no weight adjustment system. However, we can adjust the height and the angle of the top surface using the included torque tool. This is an excellent consideration, allowing some user flexibility whether you prefer a taller or a slightly shorter body. The angle adjustment on our sample was quite loose, however, so the body swayed side to side with ease. It didn't affect the grip, but it does reveal the drawback of this adjustment system that turns it obsolete. Now the hybrid in the name stands for wireless or wired with the included USB cable. The extended front section is where you plug in the cable, and it makes the mouse unnecessarily long, and you'll require a fairly large mouse mat to maintain that smooth glide. The cable is braided, plus the tip is color coded for easier distinction. When used in wireless mode, Thermaltake includes this end piece that you put in front of the mouse for that familiar look, but I really wish the front design was something else. The included wireless receiver can be stored on the USB cap that is tied onto the cable, which prevents it from being misplaced, that is considerate. And also there's an included carrying case that has proper divisions for cable and the mouse itself. The hybrid has 9 programmable buttons with 2 browser buttons with a joystick-like button with 4 directions on its own click. This is an awesome way to cram in plenty of macros and the profile and DPI shift. But the directional presses on the joystick are not as defined, as it's easy to click the up command when trying to click the forward on the joystick. Primary left and right clicks are very tactile with quick bounce, short travel distance, and light enough for quick presses. The scroll wheel is also easy to press, plus the scroll steps are defined. Unlike the original, TTE Sports logo below the mesh does not illuminate, but the other LED zones have remained unchanged, so on the left click you'll get this strange rectangular illumination and the scroll wheel. There's also the DPI shift indicator on the right click, but I feel like it's placed on the wrong side because you can't see the DPI levels you're using, and it's most likely covered by your middle finger. Luckily, there's an on-screen overlay for DPI and profile shifts. Keep in mind that the LEDs don't light up when used in wireless mode. That complements battery life, and the LEDs on the mouse will blink once you hit 30% of battery or less, reminding you to charge the mouse. At the bottom we may find glide pads plus an on-off switch to preserve battery and a pairing button for the receiver. The Avago 9800 laser sensor seems to be hitting many gaming mice lately, like the Sensei Wireless from Steel Series or EVGA's first mouse, the Torx X10. And no surprises here with accurate tracking, but occasional stuttering and lag in wireless mode when tested on white surfaces. However, using a large mouse mat proved more reliable for smooth and accurate navigation. The included driver software looks clean with standard button mapping. There's also the normal and battle mode option that changes the lighting based on your frequency of your clicks. Then you have the 5 different profiles, lighting options for the 2 zones, macro recordings are very convenient, and of course the sensor adjustments are crucial with 4 levels, along with liftoff distance, and all of these settings are saved on the mouse thanks to the built-in memory. Given the large size and non-conventional square form, give yourself some time to get used to the shape. After finding my optimal grip, my aiming accuracy was spot on and my hand felt comfortable despite the lack of thumb support. So this level 10M refresh still carries that solid form thanks to the aluminum frame, excellent primary switches, the hybrid option for wireless or wired mode, and form adjustment allowing height and side-to-side flexibility. The inclusion of the finger support on the right is of course welcome, although I wish we've got thumb support instead. So now comes the negatives. The mouse doesn't need to be this long just to hold a cable. That requires a larger than usual tracking area. The joystick on the left side is very flimsy without properly defined directional presses. The angular adjustment is also quite loose, and the DPI indicators on the right are out of sight. Although thanks to the on-screen overlay, that is not a big deal. Also, for a wireless mouse, there is no convenient way to charge the 10M hybrid, meaning you have to plug it every few days, in which case you might as well just opt for the original 10M for half the price. And I get that wireless gaming mice are becoming more common, but it's the inconvenient charging that turns me off from the 10M hybrid. But what do you think? Would you consider the wireless capability for twice the price, or just stick with the wired option? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more similar content, and we'll see you in the next one.